Hey everyone, in this topic I'm going to explain typedefs and type aliases. Now, typedef is a reserved keyword used to create an additional name for another data type, kind of like a nickname. It's a new identifier for an existing type. One of the reasons that people use typedef is that it helps with readability and reduces typos. Here's an example. In this example, I'll need to include this header file. Include vector. Suppose we have this very long data type, and I would like to give it a nickname, an alias. I would type the keyword typedef, then list the original data type. So we're used to strings, ints, doubles. Well, here's a really complicated one. And of course, I don't expect anybody to know this at this level yet. Standard, vector, standard, pair, standard, string, int. So this is one really long data type. This could be a data type for a pair list, but I don't want to have to type all of this. So what I could do is give this data type an alias using this typedef keyword. After the original data type, I'll come up with a new name, a new identifier. Let's say pair list. That's a lot easier to write than all of this for the data type. A common convention when using the typedef keyword, the new identifier usually ends with _t for type. Now suppose I declare a variable of this data type. Standard vector, standard pair, standard string, int. Let's say the name is pair list. In place of using the original data type, we can use the new identifier. Pair list _t. So that's one of the main benefits of using the typedef keyword. We can give a new identifier to an existing data type. It helps with code readability and helps reduce typos. This data type is way beyond our level of understanding right now. Let's try some simple examples. I'll turn this line into a comment, then get rid of that. Let's create a typedef for standard strings. Typedef, then we list the original data type, standard string. In place of using standard string as the data type, I'll create a new identifier for this data type as maybe just text. Text _t. If I need to create a string, I could use this new identifier. In place of saying standard string, then maybe first name, I can replace the data type with the new identifier if I choose to. Text t. And I'll set my first name equal to whatever my first name is. Feel free to set it to your own first name. And this variable behaves exactly like a string. So let's display it. Standard output first name. And then we should have our first name. Yeah, there we are. Okay, now let's try this with an integer. Typedef, we list the old data type, int. Let's create an identifier for int as number. That's more descriptive. _t, although it's more to write technically. In place of using the int data type, I could use number t, and this is technically an integer. Let's say age, then make up some age. Standard output, I will display my age, then I will add a new line. Yep, we have our first name and our age. Now, typedef has largely been replaced with the using keyword. That's because the using keyword works better with templates, which is a topic for another video. So in place of using typedef, I recommend using the using keyword. So I'm going to turn these lines into comments. Now, if we were to use the using keyword, we would type using, then the new data type. So let's say text t equals the old data type, standard string. Then let's do that with number. Using the new identifier, number t equals int. And that would work the same. We have our first name and our age. The using keyword is more popular than typedef nowadays just because it's more suitable for templates. And like I said, that's a topic for another video. Alright everybody, that is the typedef keyword and type aliases. Typedef, along with the using keyword, they're used to create an additional name, an alias, or nickname for another data type. It's a new identifier for an existing data type. It helps with readability, and it reduces typos. However, you should really only be using the typedef and using keywords when there is a clear benefit. So yeah, that is typedefs and type aliases. Your assignment is to post a typedef in the comment section down below. And well, yeah, those are typedefs and type aliases in C++.